Hi and welcome back, my name is Emily. In this video I will be creating a shaped card that is so much fun. This was a part of Trinity Stamps' latest release and you can see here how cute this die set is. It creates a teacup and you can also get a combining stencil pack so you can easily get some shading on top of your card. And you can see here a couple of options that you can use for that stencil, and it's a 6x9 stencil and it comes two in the pack. Super fun and easy to use, and I hopefully will be back with a card with that one. So here you can see the card base, and I cut it out of some heavy cardstock. I like to use Nina 110 cardstock for my card bases, so that is what I used for today's card as well. So I cut it out, and you can see it also comes with a score line here, and I will just intensify it a little bit just to make sure that my fold here is beautiful. And then I can bend it over and you can see our teacup. So fun with a shaped card. It was a while since I created a shaped card like this. And I will now start to decorate it. So for my decorations for today, I'm using one of the new a die set, also from Trinity Stamps. And you can see here I use some heavy white cardstock and I was fibbling out all of these leaves. If I had used a shim, I think it would have went a little bit smoother, but you can see it's pretty easy to just pull all of these out. So when I had done that, I will also go ahead and color them in, and I will show you a really quick way to color all of these images out. And I didn't cut any of these apart, so I think it was easy just to run them through the die cutting machine when they were all stuck together. So for my flowers here, I'm using my Trinity Stamps blending brushes, and I'm also using a couple of different shades of pink, yellow and purple for my flowers. And I will go ahead and use about 2 shades for all of the colors here. And I will also mention that these flowers, some of them have some embossing to them, so they are really beautiful in real life. So they also, when you are coloring them in after you have cut them out, those embossed lines are getting more and or less like ink, if that makes sense, so they get more intensified, and I just love that. I think that is a really beautiful feature to this. So for my greeneries here, I'm using a combination of green and teal. That is just something I love to use. And then I arranged everything on top of my card base here, and then I will go ahead and use some liquid adhesive to adhere all of these pieces down to our card base. So you can see here, and also comes with a couple of pieces that can create the inside of the cup, and you will see here in a second that I will actually put them down in the wrong order. In my finished card you will see how they should be put together, so you don't get confused. I was laying everything out and thought it looked good, but when I realized my mistake, I couldn't believe I did it actually, because it makes such a big difference in the end, or the finished result I should say, when you put it the other way around. So you will see in a second here how you should put this together, or actually in the still photos at the end. So that was quite funny, or quite sad, depending on how you're looking at it. So here I go, and just using my liquid adhesive. I didn't want to use too much dimension, since this was a shaped card. I just wanted to make this look like the teacups, like decorations. So I wanted to keep this quite soft, and that is also why I chose really soft and pale colors for the inside of my mug there. You could do some more exciting things, maybe making it look like the teacup is having something containing in something, I should say, but I wanted this to look like an empty, clean teacup with just some fun border or decorations on top of it. So here I'm trying to figure out how I want this to look as natural as possible without like covering up too much of the other flowers. I really wanted that large pink flower at some point on this card. So I was struggling on finding the right position for it, but I really like how it turned out in the end here, just facing on the downside there. And this is also one of my favorite parts, and I know that some of you always get like scared when I'm doing this, but I'm cutting away all of the excess pieces, just cleaning off my card a little bit, and this really makes this card stand out when it's done. And by the way, if you wanted this card to be able to stand up, you might be needing to cut away just a little bit at the bottom here so it has a straight edge, because you can see it's quite curved at the moment. And I personally really like it, and my cards never stand on my desk. I'm using a clipboard or something like that if I want to decorate my craft room with them. So for me that is no problem, but if the recipient want to decorate their craft room with them or whatever, that is a good tip, just to cut a little bit off the bottom of this card and you can make it stand up. So for decorating the centerpieces of my card base, I'm using some pearls here. I will link them. By the way, all of the products I'm using in this video are linked in the description box down below, so if you want to find them you can always click there. And when I had put the like pearls into the center of my flowers, I decided that I wanted them to go and cover up some of the more of the white parts on this card. So I just scattered them around my card base, and I just love how it turned out. And for my sentiment, I went in with an older stamp set from Trinity Stamps that I really like. This is a sentiment from almost every occasion, and I just love it. I've used it a ton in both videos and in my personal like card making. I love it. Let's Get Together I thought fit this card really nicely, so I just white heat embossed it on top of some black cardstock, and that finished this project off. So here is the real deal. Here is how you should put that like upper part together. Until next time, I hope you have a great day. Bye!